What if you lived in a place so remote that your nearest neighbor was days away by boat or plane? Imagine being cut off from the rest of the world, with no big cities, no highways, and little connection to modern conveniences. Yet, in some of the world's most isolated locations, people not only survive but build thriving communities. Today, we'll explore the top 10 most remote places on Earth, where people still call home. But before that, like this video, drop a comment below about anything you want, and who knows, you might just become one of the top 10 luckiest people on Earth. Let's see who grabs that spot. Let's begin at number 10. We have La Rinconada in Peru. This is the highest city in the world, sitting at an incredible 16,700 feet above sea level. Living at this height is tough. The air is thin, and the temperature is freezing. But around 50,000 people, mostly gold miners, live here despite the harsh environment. There are no proper roads to get there, and the city has no running water or sewage system. But for those seeking fortune, it's home. Number 9. Easter Island, Chile, one of the most remote places on Earth. Famous for its massive stone statues called moai, this island is located about 2,300 miles from the coast of Chile. Around 7,500 people live here, surrounded by the vast Pacific Ocean. With only a few flights a week, getting to and from the island is no easy task, making life here isolated yet full of history and culture. Number 8 is Yakutsk, one of the coldest cities on Earth. Located deep in Siberia, Yakutsk faces extreme winter conditions, with temperatures dropping to as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite the harsh climate, over 320,000 people live here, enduring long, freezing winters. The isolation comes from its location in the permafrost region of Russia, where even getting basic supplies can be a challenge. Number 7. Longyearbyen, Svalbard, Norway. Longyearbyen is one of the northernmost towns in the world, located in the Arctic on the Svalbard archipelago. About 2,300 people live in this frozen landscape, where polar night lasts for months. Access to the town is only possible by plane or ship, and during the long winters, the harsh Arctic conditions make life here incredibly remote. At number 6, we have St. Helena, an island in the South Atlantic Ocean. It's about 1,200 miles away from the nearest coast, making it very isolated. With around 4,500 residents, St. Helena was most famous for being Napoleon Bonaparte's place of exile. The island now has an airport, but before that, the only way to reach it was by ship, which took weeks. Number 5. Iqaluit, Canada. Iqaluit is the capital of Nunavut, Canada, and home to around 7,500 people. It's located on Baffin Island, far from any major cities. Iqaluit is only accessible by plane or boat, and it faces extreme Arctic conditions with freezing winters. Despite its isolation, this small city has a rich Inuit culture, making it a unique place to live. Number 4. Barrow, Utqiagvik, Alaska, USA. Utqiagvik, also known as Barrow, is the northernmost city in the United States. Located in Alaska, it is home to about 4,400 people. Barrow is surrounded by tundra and only accessible by air. The long winters include 65 days of darkness during the polar night, making it one of the most isolated and extreme places to live in the US. Number 3. Alert, Nunavut, Canada. Alert is the northernmost permanently inhabited place on Earth. Located just 500 miles from the North Pole, this small Canadian outpost is home to only about 60 military and scientific personnel. Due to its location, Alert faces some of the harshest weather conditions on the planet. Supplies are flown in, and the isolation is so extreme that even communication with the outside world is limited. Number 2. Pitcairn Island, British Overseas Territory. Pitcairn Island is home to just 50 people, making it one of the smallest and most isolated communities in the world. Located in the South Pacific, about 3,400 miles from New Zealand, Pitcairn was settled by mutineers from the ship Bounty. The island has no airport and can only be reached by boat, with ships arriving only a few times a year. Topping our list is Tristan da Cunha, the most remote inhabited island in the world. Located 1,500 miles from South Africa, this small island is home to about 250 people. There are no airports, and the only way to reach the island is by boat, which takes about a week to arrive. The community is self-sufficient, living off farming, fishing, and limited imports. Life on Tristan da Cunha is the definition of isolated living. These remote places show that even in the most isolated corners of the world, communities continue to thrive, far from the hustle of modern cities. Thank you for watching.